Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Racecourse grounds as we are all set to begin another Week 4 clash of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024. It's CH&FC hosting Sri Lions in this clash. Both the teams are in the bottom half of the points table at the moment, and this is an important clash for both the sides, especially for Sri Lions. New to the top division, and they're still searching for that first win. They lost to the top two teams, we can say CH&FC and Kandy in the first 2 weeks, and then they lost to Army Sports Club last week. So they're searching for a first win in the top division. For CH, it's about trying to get that second win and get some momentum going into the latter half of the first round, or the first round robin stage in the Mastercard A Division Club Rugby League 2024 and 2025. And as I say, good afternoon to Abdullah Yusuf. Good afternoon, Abdullah. I think this will definitely be a great clash, isn't it? Two teams who are languishing at the bottom of the table, and both the teams trying to get some momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Good afternoon, Laxisi, and good afternoon to all our viewers as well. Yes, Sri Lions yet struggling to find their feet in the top tier this year. A lot of experienced players, but you'd have to say so far they just haven't been able to find the correct combination. They seem to be a bit short on in terms of their fitness as well, but we'd expect them to get better as the season progresses. And just talking about the weather forecast for today, it's nice and overcast here today at the Racecourse grounds. The sun is behind a couple of clouds. No particularly strong indications of rain coming about, but the temperature is relatively mild. The humidity level is quite down as well, so I think the players will enjoy these conditions. It's dry, it's not very humid, and I think both teams will get their money's worth should they decide to run with the ball today. CH&FC on their part, coming off a loss last week to Kandy Sports Club, but I thought their performance last season was pretty encouraging. I thought their forward pack was very impressive. They got the better of the Kandy lads last week at set piece time, and I'm sure that they'll be looking forward to repeating that today.
So these are the results so far of week number 4. We have Police, we have Navy going on against Air Force yesterday, and it was a very close game. A last minute try from Air Force getting the job done for them in that game, and then CR&FC getting the better of Army Sports Club 38 points to 10. And today we have Sri Lions versus CH&FC, this encounter, and we have probably one of the biggest clashes of the season so far. Kandy Sports Club taking on Havelock Sports Club, taking place at Havelock Park, and both the teams, both the encounters starting off at the same time. So you can catch the action from both the games on Sri Lanka Samva Sports Channel, ThePapare TV. And these are the results from last week. We had Army beating Sri Lions 32 points to 15, and then CR&FC getting the better of Navy 38 points to 15, and Havelock Sports Club beating Police. What a game it was, 17 points to 15, and then Kandy Sports Club beating CH&FC 39-28. So some close games, as these are the top try scorers. Niroj Pera for CH&FC with 5 tries. He's at the top place. And Danushka Ranjan, Jayad Rajaratna, Dinaleka Nayaka, Adisha Veeratunga, all of them with 3 tries each. They are in the second place, we can say. And Niroj Pera, he'll be looking to add to that tally today, facing Sri Lions.
As the top point scorers thus far, no surprises there. Tarinder Ratwat way ahead of the rest of the pack. He's been pretty outstanding for Kandy Sports Club this year, not just in terms with the boot, but has managed to cross the try line on more than a few occasions as well, and that's the reason why he finds himself way ahead of the rest. He's followed by Samuel Madhuwanta from Havelocks, Gayanti Damalgod of Air Force, Zubair Dore, and Janit Chandimal round up that lineup. So place kicking is going to be crucial, and I'm sure that the teams that have a good place kicker in their ranks will definitely have an advantage as this season progresses.
So right now we will head to a commercial break, and on the other side we will have the starting 15s and the kickoff of this Week 4 clash in the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024-2025 encounter between CH&FC and Sri Lions. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka Samva Sports Channel, ThePapare TV.
spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් එක වෙන්න ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි fun තමයි
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Langin ma inna friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි fun තමයි ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship bomai e friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ අප්ඩේට් වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි fun තමයි
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you. Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang Yamuda Matang, 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 Kamuda Matang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික් එක වෙන්න ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි fun තමයි
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda Matang, Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
ප්‍රීමා කොතුමි fun තමයි
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot cannot do that.
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun vibe with the We take a remake karanga tavinna. Have a little bawala yana give me a fashion karanga. Fun turana kotumi kikki kolena. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi, fantamai.
කිසිදා නොමියෙන මතක කිසිදා නොමියෙන චරිත සැමදා මතකෙන් නොමියෙන චිත්‍රපට තුළින් ස්වර්ණමය යුගයක් එකලු කළ අප්‍රමාණ රසිකාදරයට පාත්‍ර වූ සිංහල සිනමාවේ අමරණීය චරිත මතකාවර්ජනය අමරණීය මතක ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් චැනල් අංක 18 රෙදි TV ඔස්සේ සෑම දිනකම සවස 3ට
Some tests are tough. Some tests are tougher.
That's a cracking stroke.
What a performance by Team India.
But the toughest, it's India versus Australia.
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Welcome back everyone to Racecourse Stadium and CH&FC versus Sri Lions encounter. We'll start in a short while and as we mentioned earlier, both the teams are trying to set the tone before going into the latter parts of this first round. Probably trying to maybe get at least that 4th spot maybe in the cup segment. CH&FC possibly trying to take that 4th spot. Sri Lions on the other hand just aiming for that first win. That's what they need, searching for that first win, and if they can get that one here, it will be a huge achievement for them. The Sri Lions starting 15, Dushman Priyadarshana, Prasad Madhushanka, Johan Dilanja, Gayandu Lakshan, Aiden Fernando, Nisran Mohammad Shehan, Dias and Dulaj Navodya. The backline, Anurag Silva, Chanaka Chandimal, Kavi Hinduranga, Tikshan Eshan, Subun Dilshan, Aaron Pereira and the skipper Kevin Dixon. The replacements, Imanka, Ridmal, Silva, Munasingha, Ramdas, Fernando, Raban, Udayanga and Daduru.
CH&FC outfit, the front row will comprise of Deshan Vimukti, Pulasti, Dasanaik and Charit Silva. Sharo Fernando, the veteran, will pair up in the second rows with the leading try scorer for this season, thus far Nirosh Pereira. The third row will comprise of Devinder Ratnayaka, Ravindu Anjul and Janit Laksara. The halves combination will be Harsha Madhuranga and Dinesh De Silva. The rest of the backline will be Yasas Kavindu, Lahiru Lakshan, skipper Janindu Dilshan, Ramesh Fernando and Janit Chandimal. The replacements Chamodita, Semal, Dilshan, Bandara, Malita, Fernando, Ranasinghe and Kilan. So both teams have just gone into the dressing room to get out of their warm-up kits and get into the match kit. This was just a few minutes ago as both these teams were going through their warm-up routines. It was quite an extensive warm-up session both teams had, isn't it, Laksisi? I think it also has a lot to do with the conditions. It's not very humid. So both teams spend a little bit of extra time out on the field going through their warm-up routines to ensure that they are all set to hit the ground running in time for kickoff. Interesting that Sri Lions today have left out Dinu Kamarasinghe, their centre three-quarter from the match day 23. Not quite sure whether it is related to injury or just that he's being rested given the week off. As you can see, Sri Lions is taking the field and CH&FC following them closely behind. CH&FC have just managed to get the solitary win thus far this season, getting the better of Police Sports Club at Police Park. I thought their performance in patches was pretty good last week against Kandy, and I'm sure that they'll want to try and notch up a good convincing win, and not just a win but also put in a good performance just to set them up both in terms of the points table as well as confidence for the remainder of the league, because all the clubs will be fighting desperately to get into that all-important top four and make it into the cup segment of the second round.
Talking about CH&FC, they started the tournament, that first game of the season against Air Force, 36 points to 15. And then, as you mentioned, Abdullah, against Police Sports Club, 39 points to 27. It was a good performance from them to beat Police Sports Club, who actually came into this season as a much fancied side after winning the knockouts last year, but earlier last year, and but unfortunately they have so far lost 3 games in a row, Police Sports Club, so they are feeling the pressure, but CH&FC getting the better of them. And then CH&FC, as you mentioned earlier, in that third game against Kandy, their forwards were brilliant, but they were unable to get the job done. The match officials for today, Gihan Yatavar, the match referee, and his assistants Ishan Abekun and Deepal Punyavardhana. They'll be in charge of the game as we're all set for the kickoff of this Week 4 clash in the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024 and 2025. Jani Chandimal rather. Kick off and turns the ball back and finds touch. Just inside the CH&FC half. So Sri Lions 3 consecutive losses to start their journey in the top division. Just 5 try scorers in the first 3 games, Abdullah. Now that's something that they'll be really focused on to improve in this game at least. Good first line out from CH. Now CH is Dinesh De Silva. Out to Niroj. Niroj has been an absolute menace in this season so far. 5 tries for him in 3 games. Going straight into the hit, and Sri Lions just doing some great work very early, getting that penalty in their favour. Exactly the type of thing that they needed to set the tone very early, Abdullah.
Yeah, that's right. CH a bit slow to get to that breakdown, and Shehan Dias was quick to pounce on that. Just identified a bit of time to get his hands in, got a very good base for himself and managed to win that line out, or rather that penalty for his team. So Skipper Dixon deciding to go to the posts earlier on. Feels that points early on will give his team a distinct advantage. It's not going to be an easy kick. Just about 42 meters with a slight angle as well. Kevin, not well known for his place kicking abilities, but has taken on the responsibility for the new entrant this year.
Take it.
Strikes it reasonably well, but just goes on the side of the right post. So it'll be a 22 dropout for CH&FC.
So Dinesh De Silva with the 22-meter dropout for CH&FC. A good kick targeting the right-hand side of the field from his end. Yes, the kick coming in from Sri Lions, but unfortunately he just overcooked it a tad bit, so it will be out on the full. He'll have to come all the way back, and CH&FC will have the line out in their favour.
Yes, poor kick by Chandimal. Just overcooking it slightly, and CH&FC will get the throw in on the 40-meter mark.
Prasad Madhushanka. Pulas Disanayaka rather. Beg your pardon. As Dinesh De Silva going straight towards that hit CH&FC. That was Lahiru Lakshan going for that little kick this time, and Kevin Dixon, he will make the collection and he will kick the ball into touch.
Yes, slightly casual was the Sri Lions skipper, very nearly being run down, but did well eventually to clear his lines. It was a good kick by De Silva. Nothing on for CH&FC. Decided to put the kick in and made the CH defense turn, or rather Sri Lions defense turn around.
Yes, Pulasi Dasanayaka. So far so good with the lineouts, CH. The collection not that good there, but they do manage to recover the ball. Nirosh Pera recovering. Yes, Ishan Vimukti with a pick and go. The forwards
Get back.
taking charge here for CH&FC. And that's a turnover, brilliantly done by Sri Lions. Dushman the Priyadarshana with that steal.
Tackle release first.
Tackle not releasing, says the referee Gihan Atavara.
Release first.
So Sri Lions, they get another penalty.
So a nice break by CH's front row, Dushmanta Priyadarshana. It was a good steal from the line out, and eventually getting a penalty with Chandimal does well, drives play just outside the 25.
The first real opportunity to attack in this game for both the sides. So Sri Lions just outside the 22 of CH. Here's Prasad Madhushanka. All set to feed the ball in. Here's Shehan getting the job done there. Just went over Nizran. Here's Chandimal. Chandimal giving the pass out. Putting a lot of pressure in the defense. CH&FC.
Yes, some brilliant work by Lakshan Lahiro. Again, this time Sri Lions been found wanting. Yeah, they really kick themselves, Laksisi, because those are the kind of moves you do repeatedly at practice. The forwards should know exactly where the breakdown is going to happen. And they know the lines exactly where they need to run. So something that they'll need to look back on and understand why the forwards were late to secure that ball.
See it, Mark.
That's something they need to figure out quickly in this game, because they have not been up to the standard in this game, especially in the first 7 minutes when it comes to the breakdowns, as you mentioned, Abdullah. A good line out from CH. Now, yes, the chance for them. Dinesh De Silva gives the ball out to his number 14, Ramesh Fernando. Now running laterally rather and gaining any yardage here. Here's Harsha Maduranga to Dinesh De Silva. Dinesh De Silva gives it out to Vimukti. Vimukti going straight towards that hit, and Maduranga this time they switch direction. Nirosh Pera thought about giving the pass out, but then decided to go by himself. And here's Sri Lions trying to put pressure at the breakdown, but still with possession here. CH, Jayandu Dilshan, and the advantage in favor of Sri Lions. That's knock forward from CH. So both the teams, they have been very casual to begin this game. A lot of mistakes from both the sides. CH, especially when it comes to their ball handling, and Sri Lions at the breakdowns.
Yes, very tentative start by both teams, isn't it? They just haven't shown the confidence earlier on. I'm sure as the game progresses, nerves will settle, and the execution will hopefully become better.
Heads up, heads up, heads up. Heads up.
Anurag De Silva with the feed.
Coach! Point!
So this is an area where CH dominated Kandy Sports Club last year, and there's no doubt this relatively young front row will try and get the better of a vastly experienced Sri Lions front row. Two of those members being former players of CH&FC as well.
Vimukti, Dasanayak and Silva will definitely make Sri Lions feel that power, and just as you mentioned, Abdullah, the forwards just too good, and they're pumped up straight away. Get that Nirosh Pera leading the charge.
Yes, as we have a look at that scrum once again. What Sri Lions really should have realized, Laksisi, if they had watched last week's match, that the kind of pressure they are going to be under at scrum time, isn't it? And you plan for that. If you realize that you are not going to be able to hold the scrum, you get a good strike, get the ball out. So just wonders sometimes whether the planning is up to the mark, because really no excuses for that. We knew well in advance the threat this CH8 is going to pose at scrum time. And Sri Lions need to find alternative ways to secure position when they do have it their way, as CH&FC get a clean line out, try and do a front peel, set up a ruck.
Now CH, the forwards, they can smell that first strike. And Sri Lions, now that's good work from them. The defensive line trying to hold on. Harsha Maduranga decides to pass the ball out. Here's Charit Silva. Charit Silva with a strong carry forward, and Chanaka Chandimal disrupts that attempt from Harsha Maduranga, but they do recover the ball, and
yes, so I think he was penalized for trying to jump up from that tackle. Be interesting to have a look at that once again. Looked like one of those 50-50 occurrences. Maduranga breaking the first tackle, yes. As an attempt was made to bring him down, he did lift both his feet off the ground, which you are not allowed to do. So well spotted by Gihan Yatawara. And a bit of a reprieve for Sri Lions.
I think the culprit was Yasas Kavindu, if I'm not wrong. And a good line out from Sri Lions. Now Chandima gives the ball out to his number 12, Ishanti Ikshana. As Anurad gives it out to Chandimal again. Yes, Dixon trying to move forward, breaks away from the first tackler. It's taken down. Now CH They thought they had the chance to get that ball back, but the referee very clear in giving instructions there. Is Anuradha again to the experienced campaigner Dushman Priyadashana. Now here's Shehan going straight at the tackler. They need to recycle the ball quickly. Lost the ball backwards, says the referee, and put under very much pressure here. Induranga, Kavish Induranga. Chandima gives it out to Dushman Priyadashana. Dushman Priyadashana tries to evade the tackler. And once again, Sri Lions just not doing enough at the breakdowns. Here's the replay. Chandimal gave it out to Priyadashana. Priyadashana tried to evade that first tackler. And I think it was Charit Silva, I believe, with that brilliant placement over Dushman Priyadashana. Yes, Dinesh De Silva, the territory gainer.
Yes, once again, Sri Lions a bit slow to arrive at the breakdown. Priyadarshana finding himself isolated, and some good work by CH in managing to retain the ball and managing to extract that penalty in favor of them. So it will be a line out right on the 25. Pulasti Dasanayaka with the throw-in. Goes to the front. Managed to retain possession. Madhuranga gets the ball out to his prop forward, Charit Silva. And the ball is now recycled and it's sent out wide. But some good defense by Sri Lions in midfield, putting them behind the gain line. And just there's no forward momentum whatsoever as Sharo Fernando tries to collect the ball. But fortunately for him, I think it was Nizran Mohammed just not staying on his feet at that breakdown. Yes, and that's very clearly the call. He did well to pick the ball up, but he needed to stay on his feet, control his body weight, which wasn't the case. So CH&FC get a penalty, and they've decided to go to the post.
We are getting closer towards that 15th minute mark, and still no points, and CH&FC trying to get that first points on the board. Yes, CH. And it doesn't go over, so it will stay 0-all. CH&FC missing out on opportunity early. It was Sri Lions who missed out on the chance. There's the 22-meter dropout. And up and under from the CH fullback. Well collected. This is good from CH. Janit Chandimal missing out on that opportunity.
Yes, and just didn't make an attempt to roll away either, isn't it? And looks like referee Atavara has had enough. He's having a word with Kevin Dixon. Far too many infringements at the breakdown to his liking. And now Sri Lions need to be a bit careful because they are on notice. Any further infringements, and there is a distinct possibility that they could lose a player to the bench. De Silva just guides it into touch in the 22. So good opportunity for CH&FC from this line out. Another good line out take. And this time CH&FC will try the driving maul. Priyadarshana has come through the maul by the looks of it. And that's what Priyadarshana, or rather the referee, seems to have indicated. It looks like there is an injury worry here. So let's just have a look at that once again. Referee said that Priyadarshana had come through center of the ruck. But you could see there was a pretty reckless challenge there, wasn't it, from one of the CH players. Wonder whether it was picked up by the assistant referee. Yes, and it looks like it has been picked up by the referee. So CH&FC will be short of a player. So CH&FC will need to manage the next 10 minutes or so with 14 players, because they have lost or probably pretty Sharo Fernando to the win by the looks of it.
Sri Lions are not that tidy with the line out. CH, here they are putting a lot of pressure on Sri Lions, and they have managed to get the ball back. This is good. Sarit Silva forcing that turnover. And CH with another chance, even with one less man on the field. Now they have the position just outside the 22-meter line. Tackler not rolling away, says the referee. Dinesh De Silva puts the boot, and it will be a line out very close to that 5-meter line.
Yes, it was interesting, that breakdown. Priyadarshana was a bit bemused by the call, but it was not him, it was his wing three-quarter. It was, I think, Aaron Pereira who did not roll away in time, and thus impeding the CH players from clearing that ball. So another great attacking opportunity for CH&FC, just about 6 meters away from the try line. They're down a player as well, but no doubt will yet look to enforce the driving ball. But looks like there's been an early peel-off from that maul, so it is turned into a ruck situation. CH&FC will now try and power their way through the fringes. Pulasti slowly inching his way in. Taking the ball forward is Devinder Ratnayaka. Recycle ball, deciding to go out wide. It's a good solid tackle by skipper Dixon. And CH&FC being pegged back, but more importantly, CH&FC yet managing to retain possession. They've lost about 10 meters of the advantage they had earlier. Been pushed back by some resolute defense by Sri Lions. Now deciding to go out wide. Running across. Just to see the CH&FC will have numbers. That's a nice little offload to Ramesh Fernando. And has he been able to go over for CH&FC's first try? It'll be a tremendous effort if that is the case.
මට ක්‍රිය ග්‍රවුන්ඩින් view එක ගන්න ෆස්ට් එක නොකෝ ඉන් ගෝල් එක ඇතුළට ඇවිල්ලා හිටියේ එළියනේ try.
So the try has not been awarded, unfortunately. Janit Chandimal and Ramesh Fernando doing some good work, but just at the last moment losing the ball forward. Here's the replay. Janit Chandimal gave that brilliant offload out, and Ramesh Fernando reaching out towards the try line. He thought that it was clean, but unfortunately the referee and his assistant they had other ideas. So it will be a scrum from the 5-meter line for Sri Lions. They need to make sure that they don't do the same mistake which we saw earlier. They need to get the ball out early and try to clear the ball as soon as possible, because otherwise this CH&FC forwards they'll just run circles around the Sri Lions here.
Yes, now Sri Lions need to just keep in mind what kind of forward pack they are up against. Long they try and keep it within the 8, it's going to be disadvantageous for them. Despite the fact that CH have just 7 players in the pack.
Anuradha Silva all set to feed the ball in. And Silva quickly takes it out. Here's Chandimal. Chandimal goes to the clearance kick straight away. And they'll be still inside that 22, but a lot better this time with the scrum and taking it out quickly and going for the clearance kick. Meanwhile, at Havelock Park, Havelock Sports Club have received a penalty in the very first minute. They're 3 points to nil up against Kandy. But in here, even after 20 minutes, we're yet to find the first points of the game. Here's Pulasti Dasanayaka. Good line out, Anjula. The clean collection. Madhuranga gives the pass out to De Silva. And it's not good from CH. Sloppy work, but they do manage to recover the ball. Madhuranga waiting for the arrival of the ball. Gives it out to Anjula. Anjula to Charit Silva going straight towards that hit, but very well done by Lakshan Ganindu. There's Madhuranga again to De Silva. A dummy. Gets tackled and has been stolen. This is good from Sri Lions. Randu Ridma. Great work from him. Here's Anuradha Silva. Well collected, and CH&FC.
No!
The retained possession there.
Green hands off!
Still with possession now, and they get the penalty.
Yes, that's really silly, you'd have to say, by Sri Lions. Referee very clearly indicated that he needed to release the ball. It was number 19 of Sri Lions, Supun Dilshan.
Yes, Dinesh De Silva. Dinesh De Silva takes his team close towards the 22-meter mark.
Yes, those are the kind of errors that will send any coach pulling his hair out, isn't it, Laksisi? You can have a look at that. He was not supporting his body weight. Referee gave him ample time to release the ball, but chose not to, and very correctly penalized. So, ill discipline by Sri Lions, you'd have to say. A back peel by CH&FC from that line out.
Release.
Madhuranga takes the ball out, gives it to Charit Silva. Has been in the thick of action so far in this game, Charit Silva. Yes, Madhuranga again to Anjula trying to find space. It's tackled. Madhuranga now, they switch direction, gives it out to Deshan Vimukti with a powerful charge forward. Here's the danger man, Niroj Pereira, probably searching for a 6th try here. Charit Silva getting closer. And Sri Lions, they get the ball back. Good defending from them whenever CH&FC came close towards that 5-meter mark. At least Sri Lions, they have managed to get the job done and prevent them from getting the 5 points.
Yes, for a change, Sri Lions showing a lot of tenacity at the breakdown there, putting a bit of effort and counter-rucking aggressively and forcing CH&FC to hold on to the ball and lay it back, which you cannot do once you're off your feet. Some good defensive work by Sri Lions. Chandimal, not one of his better kicks, but nonetheless manages to find touch. As we have a look at that replay once again. CH&FC going on the short side, but Sri Lions well organized in defense, and this is where they decided to launch that counter attack. It was led by Shehan Dias and supported by his front row mates.
Prasad Madhushankar made the throw in, well collected by Lakshan Ganindu. Here's Andrade Silva. Sloppy work. But it will be another line out just outside the 22-meter line. Prasad Madhushankar all set to feed the ball in. This time it's Shehan Dias with the collection. Chandimal to Dulas now. There, joining the line and trying to gain some yardage here. Chandimal goes for the clearance kick from the 22-meter line. Well collected by Ramesh Fernando. Ramesh gives it out to Jani Chandimal. Jani Chandimal gives it out to Gyamnu Shetia. Here's CH&FC. They have entered the 22-meter line, and Sri Lions, they thought that they got the turnover. But CH&FC, they have the advantage. Jandu Dilshan, the skipper, trying to find space there. And Anjula taking it quickly, and that will be the try. The first try, Ravindu Anjula going over, taking the tap quickly, catching the Sri Lions defense off guard and going all the way. Even we were caught off guard.
Absolutely, but that's pretty poor by Sri Lions, you'd have to say. They were just looking around, not being alert to the situation, but full credit to Anjula. You can see Sri Lions, most of the players had turned their back on their opponents, and some brilliant work by the CH&FC open side flanker to draw first blood for CH&FC in this game, and which is comfortably converted by Chamudita Nisal. Sorry, it's Janit Chandimal rather. Makes no mistake with the conversion.
So first points on the board in this game. CH&FC, the home team, getting that try, and then Chani Chandimal converting it. 7 points to nil. Now, Jandu Dilshan having a say in that try, in the lead up to that try. And then Ravindu Anjula doing it brilliantly. So 7 points to nil. Here's the restart kick. Lets it bounce, and Ramesh Fernando collects it, goes for the clearance kick. And doesn't make much distance there.
Looks like CH have got their full complement of players back. So Sri Lions will be pretty disappointed that they could not make any inroads while they had that extra player advantage.
Prasad Madhushankar going for it, and Shehan Dias making the collection. Chandimal gives it out to Nisran Mohammed. And loose ball, but they do manage to recover. Here's Chandimal, gives the long pass out to Aaron Pereira. Aaron Pereira trying to find space, trying to finds space and he gets bundled into touch. Great piece of work from Ramesh Fernando. Aaron Pereira.
Yes, you see in Sri Lankan rugby, fly halves love to, or rather the three quarters love to throw those long skip passes, Laksisi, but unless there is a very clear overlap, it's absolutely counterproductive to do that, because you just allow the defense to just drift across, like happened on that occasion. Aaron Fernando finding no place to go and was comfortably bundled into touch by the CH defenders.
Pulasi Dasanayaka with the throw in. Anjula, the good collection once again. Now trying to move forward here, the forwards of CH&FC. Maduranga takes the ball out from the breakdown. Here's Dinesh De Silva, gives a low pass out. And yes, Jani Chandimal gives the ball out. Gain some good meters here, CH&FC. They have found some momentum after that first try. Yes, Charit Silva. It's taken down at the halfway mark. Duranga again. There's the big forward, Deshan Vimukti. Duranga to De Silva. De Silva to Anjula. Anjula gives the ball out to Fernando. Fernando fends off the first tackler, unable to fend off the next one.
Release the ball, please.
They still have position, but Sri Lions, Shehan Dias.
Captain, option.
Shehan Dias trying to seal that ball illegally, and they concede the penalty.
Yes, once again, Sri Lions just not being able to get behind the hindmost foot of that breakdown, conceding a penalty, and interesting call. So just behind the 40-meter mark. So Dinesh De Silva is taking the ball into his control, so look like they'll be going to touch as a result. Finds touch just outside the 25. As we have a look at that once again. Referee at this stage was playing advantage. So none came CH&FC's way. So he went back to his previous call. An untidy line out for CH&FC. And some good work by Dushmant Priyadarshana at that breakdown. Some good spoiling work by Sri Lions at the line out, which led to that penalty. And that's a really good touch finder. Thought should have got slightly more meters than what was eventually given, but nonetheless, Sri Lions with an opportunity.
Now, the good thing for Sri Lions in this game is that in all the three games, the previous three games, the opposition just ran away with the game in the first half itself. But in here, they're just trailing by 7 points and they have the chance to make a comeback. And that's a comedy of errors. Sri Lions just not getting the act right. But
ඩිෆෙන්ඩර් එක අතේ වැදුනද? ඔව්. තනිය අත දාලා තිබ්බ අත් දෙකම තිබ්බද? අත් දෙකම ගියේ ඒකට. නොකෝර්නර් එක විතරයි.
So apparently while the ball carrier was going for the pass, one of the CH&FC defender, he got both his hands out and it will be a knock forward. So a scrum in favor of Sri Lions.
Yes, it was not deliberate, so there's no reason to give a penalty, as normally is the case. So some good communication by the referee and his assistant. So Sri Lions just need to be aware that the threat this CH pack is going to pose. Need to try and get the ball out of the scrum as soon as possible. But that's much better scrum by Sri Lions. Good steady ball. Chandimal spreading the ball out wide. It's all very lateral, not much space being created. They do recycle possession. Chandimal to Dulaj Navodaya, who takes the ball up for a breakdown. Gets the ball to Ridmal, supported by Nizran. Once again, long passes. Aaron Fernando cuts back in. Good, deciding to go on the short side. Oh, lovely run and pass by Chandimal, and looks like Sri Lions are going to go over for their first score of this game. Brilliant work by left wing Kavisha Iduranga, but also equal amount of credit should be given to Chandimal, the way he managed to draw in two defenders before making that final pass. Using the short side very, very effectively. And no doubt that will give Sri Lions so much confidence. It's the really first real attacking few phases where they managed to construct something positively. Chandimal managing to draw those two defenders, and Kavisha just getting around the final line of defense to go for Sri Lions' first try. So that no doubt will make Sri Lions feel so much better. Points on the board, isn't it, Laksisi?
Exactly. And that's what they needed going into the half-time break, Abdullah. And Kavish Induranga, his second try of the season, scored a try against Army Sports Club as well. So someone with a lot of speed, the youngster, and he made it count. Johnny Chandimal, as you mentioned, Chanaka Chandimal rather, deserves a lot of credit for drawing in the two defenders and giving that well-timed offload out to Kavish Induranga. Kevin Dixon, the skipper, converts the try. So it's 7-all with everything to play for, with just 3 minutes to go before the half-time. CH&FC, I think they'll be a bit disappointed, because after the performance they pulled out last week, a lot of people expected them to get a much better outing here. But Sri Lions, to their credit, they have played well, and CH&FC from the restart kick, Dinesh De Silva, you really see this happening with him, but he makes an error, and Sri Lions, the momentum continues to flow in their favour in this game in the last few minutes.
A poor restart, you'd have to say, by CH&FC. Chandimal just trying to get a bit of hang time, but not striking the ball well enough to get it past the 10-meter mark. So it will be an opportunity for Sri Lions.
Anurag De Silva also to feed the ball in. Scrum at the halfway mark. They need to remember what happened earlier. Feed the ball in, take it out quickly. Don't waste time. They're much better this time with the scrum. Here's Chandimal going for that kick and collects it cleanly. CH&FC. Now CH trying to produce their own scintillating run here, and that's a brilliant tackle. He's pumped up. That was Gayandu Lakshan. Gayandu Lakshan giving that tackle to the opposition skipper, Jayandu Dilshan. Here's Jayandu Dilshan trying to find space from that left-hand corner of the field.
Yes, not the perfect tackling technique. Got his head in front of the thigh, but nonetheless managed to get the job done. So referee has his hand out for an advantage.
Probably a high shot. Is it? No. Thought it was a penalty for a high shot. If we can get a replay of that line out.
Yes, it's the person who made that big tackle. Second row, gone in the Lakshan on the receiving end of that infringement. Let's have a look at that once again.
I think probably the incident took place on the other end. So the assistant spotted it, but were unable to spot it from the camera. So it will be a penalty for Sri Lions, and with the territory gainer is Kevin Dixon, the skipper. They'll get a line out just outside the 22-meter mark.
Madhushankar with the throw-in. Could very well be one of the final plays of this first half. Finds Shehan Dias, and Sri Lions will try and use the maul to gain some ground, but CH have it well covered. Sri Lions now need to make the ball available, which they have done well. Chandimal looking at his options, but again running across. Dixon, will he be able to create something? A lovely dink ahead, but well covered by CH&FC's Blind Win 3/4. Good chase by Fernando. Just did not have enough support in that chase. And De Silva will just clear his lines. Finds touch. Dixon takes a quick throw. CH with a bit of space. Navodaya, will he be able to create something? Try scorer, Kavindu.
This is good from Sri Lions. Here's Anuradha, gives it out to Dushmanta. Dushmanta pushed back by the CH&FC forwards there. Here's Anuradha Silva to Chandimal. Chandimal gives the ball out to Ashanti Ikshana. Still with possession. Anuradha Silva taking his time at the breakdown to take the ball out. Here's Ganindu. The forwards of Sri Lions trying to get their act straight against the CH&FC forwards. Yes, Shehan Dias almost loses the ball forward, but recovers in time. Anuradha Silva. Advantage in favour of Sri Lions as well. Here's Chandimal. Chandimal goes for a drop goal and almost kicks it through.
Yes, well, he knew that he had the advantage in his favour. Struck it reasonably well, but just couldn't find the direction. But a penalty nonetheless for Sri Lions. And Kevin Dixon has no hesitation to go for the post. It's right in front from about 35 meters. In all probability, Laxi, this could be the final play of this first half. And if Sri Lions manage to go into half-time with a lead, I'm sure it will give them a tremendous boost, because it was a half where majority of possession as well as territory, you'd have to say, was dominated by CH&FC.
Absolutely, Abdullah. It will give them a lot of confidence. Yes, skipper Dixon. And Dixon, he slots it through. And Sri Lions, something to cheer about for them as they go into half-time with the lead in this game against CH&FC. A 3-point buffer for them, 10 points to 7. The second half it will be absolutely thrilling. Everything to play for both the sides. CH&FC, they need this win to keep their hopes alive of qualifying for the top 4. And Sri Lions, on the other hand, as I mentioned, it's all about finding that first win. They have a quality side. We have mentioned this quite a lot of times. They have a quality side. It's just that they have not been able to find that right rhythm. But here in the last few minutes of the first half, they have looked much better. Here's the halftime score confirmation. Sri Lions, they have the lead, 10 points to 7 here at Racecourse Stadium. And we are going to a commercial break, and on the other side, we will have the second half action. So don't go anywhere. Make sure to stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare TV.
Spicy fun vibe with the Karanga. Beat the remake Karanga Tavinna. Hada with the Bawala and the fashion Karanga. Fun Turana Kotumi Kiki Karanga. Creama Kotumi Fantamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs, and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda Machang, Prima Kotumi Fantamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Prima කොත්තුමි fun තමයි ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Kamuda macang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Prima කොත්තුමි fun තමයි
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you. Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. Just have to keep one step ahead of her.
Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්න නැත වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun 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 තුරන්න කොත්තුමි kick එක වෙන්න Prima කොත්තුමි fun තමයි
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda matang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima කොත්තුමි fun තමයි
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kottumi fun tamai.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්න නැත වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun 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 turana kottumi kikkika wenna prima kottumi fun tamai
Kamuda machan, prima kottumi, fun tamai.
What's going on here?
Hot Stop Express
Coming through!
It's Big Thomas! Yeah! They're finally here! Thomas and Friends, Monday to Friday on CBeebies.
දන්නවද සිංහයාගේ කම්මැලිකම ගැන? දැකලා තියෙනවද මීමස් රජුගේ ලස්සන? අහලා තියෙනවද The Great Elephant Gathering එක ගැන? විඳලා තියෙනවද තල්මහෙක්ගේ ආදරය? මේ සේරම දකින්න, අහන්න, බලන්න, විඳින්න පුළුවන් එකම තැන. Animal Planet. ලෝකයට හැංගුණ සත්ව ලෝකයේ අපූර්වත්වය සමග. Animal Planet.
On to the Racecourse Stadium as we're just a few moments away from the second half action in this week 4 clash of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024 and 2025. CH&FC hosting Sri Lions, and Sri Lions they have managed to get into halftime with the lead, a 3-point advantage, 10 points to 7. Ravindra Anjula getting that first try, catching the Sri Lions defense off guard, taking that quick tap off the penalty. And then Jani Chandimal kicking it through to add the 2 extra points. And then Chanaka Chandimal doing some great work, giving the ball out to Kavish Induranga, who went all the way, his second try of the season for the youngster. And Kevin Dixon, the skipper, converted that to equal the scoreline. And then just before halftime, just a couple of minutes before halftime, they received a penalty. And Kevin Dixon, he slotted it through quite comfortably. So 10 points to 7, that's the story. And Sri Lions, the 3-point advantage, can they hold on to this lead? That will be the million-dollar question in the second half. Your thoughts on that first half, Abdullah?
Yes, I think Sri Lions will be really pleased by the fact that they managed to go into halftime with a lead. Thought majority of that first half was dominated by CH&FC, but just not taking the opportunities that came their way, and thus they find themselves down at halftime. But need to keep in mind that there's still another whole half to go. But just those last 10 minutes of that first half should give the Sri Lions a lot of confidence for the remainder of this game. Yet in search of their first victory in A Division Rugby.
And that first tackle of the second half going really well for them. Tackling Tanuj Dilshan into touch and getting that line out. They're inside CH&FC territory. Anuradha Silva recovers the ball. The line out was a bit sloppy, but they do manage to recover thanks to Anuradha Silva. He did really well there. Yes, Chandimal gives the pass out to Dulaj Navodya. Dulaj Navodya trying to go straight towards that tackler. Silva gives it to Chandimal. Chandimal. Yes, Dixon to Aaron Pereira. Aaron fends off the first tackler, almost fends off the next one. A good ankle tap there. And they need to show some support here. Sri Lions just can't afford to do that, can't afford to be that lethargic when it comes to the breakdowns. Need to show the support. Here's Chandimal again, gives the long cutout pass. And here's Shehan Dias. Getting some good yardage there now. Sri Lions straight away to begin the second half. They have managed to find some good momentum. Yes, Silva again. Taking their time here. Yes, Lakshan. A good, powerful ball carry there from Lakshan. Here's Prasad Madhushankar. Priyadarshana joins in. Sri Lions just 5 meters away from finding that second try of the game. Now Sri Lions still with possession, which is good from them. Nisran and Shehan Dias playing the part there as well. The forwards are giving their all here. Yes, Priyadarshana. Yes, Nisran Muhammad again. Misran almost goes over, but the referee clear with his call. Just short, says the referee. Few meters away now. And they have lost it backwards. Just need to collect it cleanly. And Chandimal, he goes over. Sri Lions inside the first 3 minutes of the second half. They find that second try a bit sloppy. They were unable to provide the finishing touches correctly. But they were lucky that they didn't lose that ball forward. And Chandimal, he had the right mindset. Made the collection. He made sure to recover the ball and went over.
Absolutely, and they lost position, wasn't it, Laksisi? But to their good fortune, it kept on going back. And they had the presence of mind to pick the ball up, not rush it. And we have a look at that once again. Some good defense by CH on the fringes. Nizran, supported by Shehan Dias. Then another pick and go. Now over there once again, but slid the ball back, and quite fortunate, you'd have to say. Chandimal going over, and the skipper Dixon adds the extra points, so it's 17 points to 7. Sri Lions ahead. They're pretty pleased with how that the start of this second half has panned out. Managed to score at the crucial moments, isn't it? Just before halftime, just after halftime. Just it's always a good indication of how the game will go. But Sri Lions just need to keep that intensity going, because CH&FC are not going to take things laying down easily, and that's not the kind of response they wanted. But fortunately for CH&FC, the ball that was hacked was knocked on by Charit Silva.
No, Sri Lions, they're winning those little crunch moments in this game at the moment. And look how much of an impact it has. And CH&FC, they're just doing mistake after mistake here. And this little pace will definitely give them a lot of confidence, as Abdullah mentioned. And Sri Lions, they have managed to create that little separation from CH&FC. They have a 10-point buffer. That means CH&FC, they need to score twice now to get back at least in equal terms with Sri Lions.
It's a long way to go. There's no reason to panic as such. But it's just this last 5 or 10 minutes before halftime, and the first few minutes of this second half. There's definitely been a change in momentum towards Sri Lions. Something which CH&FC will do well to rest back. Generally, the best way of doing that is to hold on to possession for a period of time. Good scrum by Sri Lions. Ball is fed out to Theekshana De Silva. But looks like he is being held up by CH&FC, but referees signals that they needed to release the tackler. They did well to hold on, but Theekshana managed to get his knee on the ground. And once that happens, the defending team is obligated to release the ball carrier, which unfortunately CH&FC did not heed to. So that's a good touch finder by Chandimal.
release kila tatarin release kila tatarin.
Good line out by CH&FC. Chandimal taking the ball up himself.
Play on.
Referee indicating that the ball was off the chest, so it's play on. Nice short side move. Madhushankar taking the ball up. This is really good by Sri Lions. Priyadarshana, his partner in crime. Shayan Silva, pick and go. Another pick and go. This is really good by Sri Lions, showing good patience.
Play on.
Nizran picks up that loose ball, but looks like CH&FC have lost possession in contact, and a chance for CH&FC to launch a counter attack.
CH&FC trying to kickstart that counter attack, but Sri Lions, to their credit, they were able to stop that. I think this is the most organized we have seen so far in this season for Sri Lions, and things are going their way. The defensive work has been good. The attacking has improved quite a lot as this game went on. Now Kevin Dixon makes the collection for his team, goes for the clearance kick, and gets his team closer towards that halfway mark. So Sri Lions, they'll be disappointed. They had the chance to go for that third try. 17 points to 7 now. Now at Havelock Park, the home team, 13 points to 7 against Kandy. Kandy, they'll be playing with 14 men on the park for the rest of the game after that red card. Meanwhile, that line out, Sri Lions getting the ball. CH&FC, they're just not finding any momentum at all in this game at the moment. And Sri Lions, they're making the changes as well. Randu Ridmal, the youngster, he goes out, and then one Silva, he replaces Randu Ridmal. Here's Andrade Silva, all set to feed the ball in. Silva takes the ball out. Here's Chandimal. Chandimal goes for the kick. Well collected by the Chandimal from CH&FC, Janit Chandimal. He was under pressure that time. Great piece of work from Sri Lions. Tanuj Dilshan feeling the pressure big time there. Gives the pass out. Here's the skipper, Jandu Dilshan. Jandu Dilshan, he breaks away. He goes for the kick and chase. It will be a foot race. Andrade Silva, he manages to recover. And this is brilliant from Jandu Dilshan. Jandu Dilshan seeing some spark from him. Probably the second time in this game he played a part in that first try they scored, in setting up that first try.
Yes, it was a decision making that was interesting by Dilshan. Just looked aside, did not feel he had enough support, decided to kick ahead, and it was just perfect, wasn't it? If it had just rolled on, it would have been an easy touchdown, but just hung up, and the chase was really good by Dilshan himself. He managed to apply enough pressure and forcing Anuradha to touch down. So it'll be a 5-meter scrum. And Lux says this is the time you want the CH8 to stand up. So far they haven't been as dominant as they were last week in the set piece, but a 5-meter scrum, I'm sure the front row of CH&FC will be licking their lips. And it'll be a real test for the Sri Lions 8 to withhold this pressure. It is likely to be exerted from this scrum.
Time on. Crouch! Bye!
It's Tanuj Dilshan, the replacement halfback for CH&FC. They take it out. Tanuja gives it out to Dinesh D'Silva. Dinesh D'Silva trying to find space here. Almost fumbles it, almost loses it forward, but they do manage to keep possession. Nisran Mohammed, he thought that he did it cleanly, but didn't. The referee giving clear instructions to release. Now CH&FC with the chance to make a comeback with a try here. Offside advantage in favor of CH as well. Here's the big man, and he goes over. Yes, the all-important try, and that's that man, Niroj Pereira, once again, his 6th try of the season. just breaking that fine line of defense quite easily. He has been in that kind of form this season, Abdullah.
Yes, well, good habits isn't it to keep on crossing the try line, and once you get used to it, you find yourself in positions that give you an opportunity to do so. And with that try, CH&FC have come storming back into this game. Jani Chandimal with the conversion to make it 17 points to 14.
Now it's just a 3-point game, so from here onwards, Sri Lions, they need to make sure that they score next to have to keep their hopes alive in this game, because if CH&FC do score next and if they do get the lead going into the last 20-15 minutes, I think Sri Lions, they will struggle, because they have had their problems, especially when it comes to the latter parts of the second half in the last 3 fixtures that they had. Gets the restart kick. And let's it bounce. And he touches the ball down.
Yeah, so it'll be a scrum on the halfway mark. Chandimal overcooking that kickoff once again. So it will be a scrum on the halfway mark. So just waiting to see what the call is about. So just a quick update from Havelock Park. It's half-time between Havelocks and Candy, and the home team are surprisingly ahead 20 points to 10. So exhilarating game at the Park Club. As we come back here, it's CH&FC with the feed on the halfway mark. CH&FC going on the open side. Again, a long cutout pass. Not much purpose in that, but a nice dinky run by the CH&FC left wing 3 quarter. Possession recycled. It's Charit Silva taking the ball up. But some brilliant work by Shehan Dias, you'd have to say, at the breakdown. Once again, CH&FC just not showing enough aggression at the breakdown. Pretty passive in entering that ruck. And courtesy of that, the Sri Lions have managed to get a penalty and giving Chandimal an opportunity to drive play back into the half, which he has done well. That was a really good touch find as we have a look at that once again. It was Dilshan Tanuja who is coming as the replacement scrum half. And it was Kavindu Yasas who made that run. Again, it was very slow ball, wasn't it, Laksisi? And you'd have to say Shehan Dias did really well. Made the tackle, really showed the clear release, and then went for the ball. So good technique by Shehan Dias.
From the line out here, Sri Lions, Chandimal. Gives the ball out to Theekshana. Theekshana to Dulaj Navodya. Going straight towards that hit. Takes the ball out. Ravin Fernando, he has replaced Andrade Silva. Ravin Fernando gives it out to his number 1, Dushmanta Priyadarshana.
Backwards.
Lost it backwards, says the referee. Here's the number 13, Rumesh Ramdas. Tennis mark back there. Here's Shehan Dias. Fernando gives the ball out to his number 5. That's Denuan Silva. They have made a lot of changes. Sri Lions gives the long cutout pass to Aaron Pereira. Aaron Pereira trying to find space. Aaron Pereira unable to do so. It's Fernando.
Roll away! Number 1.
Fernando to Chandimal. Chandimal with that little cross kick. And almost gets there, the number 13 for Sri Lions. Rumesh Ramdas.
White number 2. White number 2.
Sri Lions slowly but surely finding a bit of cohesion in their back play. But yet they just seem to not have numbers at the breakdown, isn't it, Laksisi? So as a result, what's happening is the ball they're getting from the ruck is pretty slow. So an opportunity for CH&FC to clear their lines. Looks like Pulasti Dasanayaka has been replaced. Been replaced by... And looks like that line out has been stolen. Sri Lions with an opportunity.
Play on.
Can Sri Lions extend that lead just a few meters short now? Brilliant work from Aiden Fernando after sealing that line out ball, getting ever so close to that whitewash. Sri Lions, can they find that third try here? The forwards doing some good work. Almost a try. Almost a try. Just inches short now, Sri Lions. Is that the try? Is that the try? I think Prasad Madhushankar thinks so. Let's see.
Try. ඒක තමයි හැබැයි අරු බෝලේ ඇද්දා. ඒතකොට රක් එකේ පෙනල්ටි එකට යන්නේ. ඔව් නේ මෙතන අර ගැද්ද ඒකට. ඔව් නැත්නම් බෝලේ කොහමද ඇතුළේ තිබ්බේ? ඔව් ඇතුළේ. ඒතකොට ඒක දෙන්න බෑනේ ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකෙන් වෙනානේ එතන. හා? ඔව්. No try. Penalty එකේ පටන් ගන්න. ඔබ දන්නේ penalty එකෙන් පටන් ගන්න බෝලේ ඇතුළේ දීදී අදින්න එපා රක් එකේ. මෙතන.
So, if it's not a try, they will get that penalty. Sri Lions.
Well, it's interesting call from that penalty. Sri Lions deciding to go for a scrum. Have a look at that once again. Madhushankar seemed pretty confident that he had grounded the ball. So have a look at that once again. It was not conclusive at all, isn't it, Laksisi?
Now Ravin Fernando also to feed the ball in. Sri Lions now, Sri Lions finding some movement from this Ram. Dulas now they're trying to go by himself. Is that a steal? No, will be another penalty for Sri Lions. Ravin Fernando thought about taking it quickly. He did take the tap, and Ramadas loses the ball. And Shehan Dias loses the ball forward while trying to recover. A chance gone begging for Sri Lions. Now CH&FC, they need to get out of the jail here. Now Sri Lions, they'll be disappointed.
Yes, again, a very poor call by Fernando. If he was going to take the tap, he needed to have taken it much quicker. Waited for a few seconds. By that time, the CH defense had already got back. Couldn't get that element of surprise. So you'd have to say a missed opportunity for Sri Lions. Opportunity for CH to clear their lines.
Hey, breathe. My goal. 2, 3, up, over. Down. Breathe. Time on, time on.
So this game is yet hanging on a knife thread, you'd have to say, Laksisi.
Heads up. Coach!
17 points to 14 in favor of CH. Still 18 minutes to go.
Steady!
Here's Dilshan with the put in to the scrum. Here's the big man for CH&FC, Janit Laksar. Almost considered a penalty there, and Anjula losing the ball forward here. Inside their own 22. So Sri Lions, they will get that scrum inside CH&FC 22.
Change karan. Ek තමයි ගහන්න බෑනේ. Off කළා දී. Off කළා.
Looks like one of the Sri Lions players is down. It's their second row forward. Denuan Silva. Looks like he's back on his feet. So another good attacking opportunity for Sri Lions. Got to make it count.
Fernando fields the ball in. Trying to gain some meters with the scrum, unable to do so. Fernando gives it out to Chandimal. Chandimal, the lovely inside pass to Kevin Dixon, the skipper, and Dixon. He has lost the ball forward, the skipper. Cardinal error there from the captain, and an opportunity for CH&FC. Advantage over, says the referee, and Jandu Dilshan, the brilliant kick. And we will have a line out inside the Sri Lions half, just inside the Sri Lions half.
Yes, it was all very static, wasn't it, Laksisi? There was an inside pass to Dixon, but there was no forward momentum. It was very easy for the defensive line to read that play. And in the rush, Dixon losing the ball in contact as well. As a result of that turnover, CHM managed to drive play back into Sri Lions half.
And Sri Lions, the good line out. Here's Nizran Mohammed. Nizran going straight towards that tackler. Switches the direction here, Arvin Fernando. Yes, Dixon, the skipper. Dixon gives it out to Aaron Pereira. Aaron Pereira, does he have enough gas? Goes for the kick and chase option. And very well collected by Chandimal. Chandimal just needed to give that final pass out, but he has lost the ball forward, unfortunately. Did all the hard work. And then just at the last moment, they have lost it, Sri Lions. Here's the replay. Aaron Pereira with a brilliant run. The kick and chase really didn't go as he planned, but Chandimal, he was right there to make the collection, but with all the pressure inserted by Tanuj Dilshan, good work from him as well. Chandimal trying to give that one-handed offload out and losing the ball forward as a result.
Sorry,
Looks like it's a day for close games, Abdullah. 17 points to 14 here, 20 points to 10 at Havelock Park. Everything to play for in both the games.
No, more than a couple of occasions, Sri Lions have had opportunities which they have not been able to capitalize on. Interesting to see in the final analysis whether they'll look back at that and see whether it was a missed opportunity that had gone their way. But CH&FC just seem adamant on giving them opportunity after opportunity, isn't it, Laksisi? A pretty poor attempt to clear their lines.
Line out, line out. Seven.
So Sri Lions,
Line out, line out.
they get a third opportunity inside the last 10 minutes. Will they make use of it? Prasad Madhushankar. This is an important throw in. Gets it right. Kandu Lakshan with the collection. Ravin Fernando needs to take the ball out. He gets it out. Sri Lions. Ashanti Ikshana with the collection there. On the forwards joining in. Just a couple of meters short now. They came close just in the last instance as well, Sri Lions. Ravin Fernando. Nisran. He takes over. Tries to go for the pick and go. Dulas now gives it out to the big man. Dushman Predarshan. But still, no luck for Sri Lions. They have the advantage too. What will be the option? Yes, Nisran. Nisran almost goes over. Just inches short now, Sri Lions from the third try. And that is the try. Sri Lions, they finally go over. Shehan Dias is the man to do it. They increase their lead back up to 8 points with that try. And finally, third time lucky, Sri Lions.
Yeah, exactly, Laksisi. Just wondering how many more chances will Sri Lions squander before managing to get their first try in this second half. Shehan Dias, the beneficiary of some good patient work by the Sri Lions forwards. $22 points to 14. Conversion to come. CH&FC just have seemed to be completely off the boil today. Dixon strikes it well, but doesn't find the mark. So the scores will remain 22 points to 14 in favor of the visitors.
There's the restart kick. Well collected there, the number 13 for Sri Lions. Taking their time here, trying to create some space before giving it out to Chandimal. Chandimal. Yes, Chandimal. Now Sri Lions working their line. Kevin Dixon gives the offload out, and that's a knock forward. It will be a scrum in favor of Sri Lions.
Yes, I'm not sure whether that was the correct tactic to run the ball from your own 22, but fortunately for them, there was a errant hand that resulted in unintentional knock-on in favor of Sri Lions. So, to be a scrum in their favor. Interesting feature, Luxis, is that dominance CH showed last week against Kandy in the set piece, especially at scrum time. It's just not prevalent today, and it was the case in the first few minutes, but from then on the Sri Lions 8 seemed to settle down and have managed to get parity at scrum time, which has probably taken an important attacking weapon out of CH&FC's armory.
So we talked a lot about this, how Sri Lions, although they have lost those 3 games, the unit, the names, everything is there for them to make a difference. And today, with some luck going their way, as I mentioned earlier as well, this is the most organized we have seen them in this league. And yes, Chandimal. An up and under, and almost fumbles with the skipper. Luckily lost it backwards, and this is not good. CH&FC just getting themselves under even more pressure here. takes the ball out. Yes, Silva. CH&FC very close to their own 22 here. Tanuj Dilshan gives the ball out. Goes for the up and under. Well collected by Ravin Fernando. Ravin gives it out to Chandimal. Chandimal to Dulaj Navodya. Dulaj Navodya tries to go straight towards that hit and trying to force that holding on. But Sri Lions this time a lot better at the breakdown. Here's Prasad Madhushankar. Advantage in favor of Sri Lions as well. Fernando. So they will come back for the advantage.
Yes, a very clear no arms tackle there by one of the CH players right in front of the referee. So another opportunity for Sri Lions to drive play into the half. But skipper Dixon seems to have had other ideas, deciding to take the kick. As we have a look at that once again. Madhushankar taking the ball up, and there was no attempt to wrap his arms around that player. You can hear the referee saying no attempt to wrap the arms around, only the shoulder was given in that tackle. So opportunity here for Dixon to further extend Sri Lions' lead. Didn't seem to have striked it well, but finds the target nonetheless. So Sri Lions further extend their lead, 25 points to 14.
Sri Lions, now they need to make sure that they hold on to their nerves, don't make any more costly mistakes, make sure to keep the lead of 11 points alive until the last moment. And the main thing to do, they need to make sure that they don't get ahead of themselves. Most of the players, they're very jubilant, we can see that, but the job is not done. We have seen games with far better leads turning around out of nowhere. Some pressure inserted from the Eastern kick, and it's going to be a line out in favor of Sri Lions at the 22-meter mark. Prasad Madhushankar in favor of CH&FC. It will be Anuk Fernando, I believe. Good line out ball, CH, but Sri Lions, they continue to get that little luck. Closing the gap, says the referee. And Sri Lions, it really would have been a dangerous move for Sri Lions if CH&FC were allowed to go forward. 10 minutes to go, according to the referee's clock. He says 30 minutes done. So as I mentioned, a lot of rugby to be played as well.
Yes, CH&FC don't need to score twice. Get back into this game. Sri Lions now need to be smart. It's important that they play the territory game well. Not get bogged down in their own half too much. Chandimal will look to touch, fine touch. Does so. That's a good clearance by the veteran fly half.
Make a defense them. It's lazy.
And the line out, CH&FC, they have managed to get that line out from Sri Lions. And here's the skipper, Chandu Dilshan he has shown some sparks in this game. Needs to get some points for his team. Oh, that's a lovely break. The first tackler not getting the job done for Sri Lions, but unfortunately for CH&FC, Sri Lions, they managed to get the ball back, but a good tackle from Pasindu. Pasindu Bandara, he's out there.
Just one thing about Sri Lions is they've shown much more intensity in this game in defense, isn't it? They have hustled whenever they have been put on the back foot. They've shown a little bit more desperation today, just in terms of their defense, and that's pretty much reflected in the scoreline as well.
Backwards!
They lost it backwards twice. And here's CH&FC. This is Dilhar Ranasinghe. And Sri Lions, they continue to put CH&FC under pressure, and they have pushed them back towards that halfway mark. And CH&FC, they have not been very good, especially. And here's Pasindu Bandara trying to find space, gives the offload out. Yes, Janit Chandimal searching for options. He gives the pass out as well. This is Chamat Kilan. They have made some good meters here, but unfortunately, CH&FC, they have lost the ball there. Sri Lions. Yes, Chandimal with the clearance. Janit Chandimal for CH&FC makes the collection. Goes for the up and under. He will try to give it the chase. Well collected by Aaron Pereira. He waits Janit Chandimal. He goes for an up and under of his own. Aaron Pereira with the chase. Tackles Chamat Kilan. Very well done by Aaron Pereira. And Sri Lions, they have managed to force that turnover. Here's Fernando to Chandimal. Chandimal gives the ball out to his number 12. Sri Lions, they're making some brilliant inroads here. Yashant Tikshana that time for Sri Lions. Fernando looking for the options. Gives it out to Prasad Madhushankar. And here's CH&FC. This is good. CH&FC, can they go all the way? Here's Chamat Kilan. And against the round of play, Chamat Kilan, he touches down underneath the post. 25 points to 19. And that one simple error, gifting a try to CH&FC. Is there another twist in the tail here? Will the pendulum swing towards CH&FC going into the last few minutes, Abdullah?
Yes, we also need to keep in mind that the referee has already indicated that there will be a little bit of extra time than what is shown on our stop clock. So we need to keep the viewers updated on that as well. But a little bit of carelessness by Prasan Madhushan. A lack of communication on that occasion as well. But just they had their opportunities, the Disney Sri Lions, from those previous few phases. And I blame Ramesh Silva for not the scrum half of Sri Lions. Ravi Fernando rather, for not getting to that breakdown quick enough to distribute the ball. He was late on a couple of occasions, and that just gave that CH defense enough time to realign. The conversion is successful, and as a result, it's 21 points to 25. Due to these errors,
number 10.
CH&FC now just one score in it.
They're in for a thrilling end here at the Racecourse Stadium. And as Abdullah reminded all of you, we will have some more extra minutes remaining, although it says 79 minutes on our clock. Here's the restart kick from Dixon. Very well collected, the try scorer Kilan. Yes, Kilan again, but Kilan just trying to do a bit too much by himself. Gets balled into touch, gets one of his legs in touch while trying to distribute the ball back. Meanwhile, Lakshan, Ganindra Lakshan for Sri Lions, he seems to be struggling.
As you have a look at that, Kilan just stepping out into touch. And referee indicating that there's 4 minutes remaining. So this game could go right down to the wire. Ganindu Lakshan definitely has been in the wars today. He's had a really good game, hasn't it? Even in the loose and at line out time as well.
Change corner. Change. Oh, leader gun ne batting. Oi batting gun ne leader. Are spray ke leader. Time on.
So looks like that'll be the last play of Ganindu Lakshan. Had a terrific game today. It's up to his mates now to ensure that they close this game out.
Just 4 points in it.
Please.
Will be a line out in favor of Sri Lions just outside the opposition 22. Can they close out the game by finding another try here? Goes for the longer throw and sloppy there, but Ravin Fernando, he manages to recover. Now acting as the halfback is Rumesh Ramdas. Now Sri Lions still with possession, almost held up there. Now they are going for those little peek and goes, trying to absorb as much time as possible here, Sri Lions. Now the forwards doing some good work. Ravin Fernando. Here's Kevin Dixon, the skipper. He gives the pass out and he's unable to stay in the field of play. Rumesh Ramdas. Kevin Dixon not happy.
Yes, but at this level of rugby, Laksisi, outside backs just should know where the touchline is, isn't it? I mean, that's pretty poor. Dixon, to a certain extent, didn't help the cause by running across and making the pass as well, cutting off whatever space his Ramdas would have used.
Yes, Anuk Fernando, the throw in, and second time lucky for CH&FC at that line out. 21-25. Just a few minutes earlier, we heard the referee saying around 4 minutes left on his clock. We are getting closer towards that final whistle. Sri Lions, can they hold on to this slender 4-point lead? Charith Silva, Captain go there trying to search for their options here. A try here will get the job done for CH&FC. It's just a try that they need. They don't need a conversion if it's the last move. And Tanuj Dilshan taking his time. Here's Jayandu Dilshan. Jayandu gives the ball out to Janit Chandimal. Here's Pasindu Bandara. Pasindu Bandara gives the pass out right on time. And Jayandu Dilshan ran for room there. And Sri Lions, they thought they managed to force that turnover. Here's Jayandu Dilshan again. And looks like a card is coming, isn't it? Yes, Aaron Pereira. So we'll have to sit out the rest of the game.
Yes, it's pretty poor by discipline by Sri Lions at the breakdown. Referee very clearly indicated, stay on your feet, stay off the ball if not. And they just did not heed those orders. And to make matters worse, they did not retreat 10 meters before making that final tackle, and they have given CH&FC a sniff here. Probably a final play of this game.
I think Gyan Yatavar, the referee, said that 1.5 minutes remaining. So still might not be the last move, but we are very close to that. Meanwhile, Candy Sports Club, they have scored a try. It's 20-15 now. With the line out, CH&FC. Now here's the big push coming from the home team. The forwards, can they make that difference right at the end. Still going forward. Vimukti Deshan. Yes, Dilshan gives the ball out. Here's the skipper Janidu Dilshan. Janidu, not a good pass, but Pasindu Bandar manages to recover, and he just gained some meters for his team. Here's Tanuja Dilshan again. He gives the ball out to Dilhar. CH&FC searching for their options close to that 22-meter line. Decides to go from the shorter side. Trying to find options, unable to do so that time. Lahiru Lakshan. The forwards joining in. Yes, Charit Silva. Charit Silva going in for that massive hit. Still with position, CH&FC. Here's Anuk Fernando.
Get back, Green!
They're not making much progress at the moment using these pick and goes by the forwards. Still outside that 22-meter line. Sri Lions. Here's Tanuj Dilshan trying to use that blind side. Very well done. Very well tackled by Priyadarshana. Play on, says the referee. Silva there to recover the ball right on time. Vimukti also there, but it's Silva who goes in for the hit. Here's the dangerous Nirosh Pereira. Like trying to gain the remaining few meters by meter here. CH&FC. Ball comes loose, but they do manage to recover. We're in for the final few moments of this game. Sri Lions with a 4-point advantage, but CH&FC with possession and inside the opposition 22. Can Sri Lions hold on to this, or will it be a last moment heartbreak for the newcomers to the top division? Nirosh Pereira settling himself once again. Here's the pick and go coming from Nirosh Pereira. And here's Silva. And Nisran Mohammed thought he did enough to steal that ball. Offside. It's the referee. So CH still with a chance.
Yes, you'd have to say going to corner will be the better option, but Janidu Dilshan has requested for a scrum. It's an interesting call, Laksisi. And now it's safe to say that this will be the final play of the game.
They are exhausted, but can they bring out some of that magic they had from last weekend here? CH&FC, the forwards, they'll give their all here. Eshan Vimukti, Anuk Fernando, Charit Silva, the first row. Nirosh Pereira out there as well. The number 8, Janit Laksar.
Set.
Around 15 meters away from the try line here. Trying to find that final push. Here's the number 8, Janit Laksar. Not much movement made. And CH&FC gaining some good yardage there. A good ball carry there. And Sri Lions not doing themselves any favors.
Sachin Munasinghe, what are you doing? Right in front of the referee, and that's as cynical as he gets, and he's just put his team under a lot of pressure. Very lucky not to be shown a card. He was on his knees on the side of the ruck. Anyway, CH&FC have decided to take a short tap. Janidu Dilshan trying to create something for his team.
CH&FC. Yes, Dilshan. He gives it out to his number 21 there. And here's the charge coming in from the forwards. Look out for Nirosh Pereira. He'll be looking for another try. And is that the moment? No, still no. More and more advantage coming towards the CH&FC. Tanuj Dilshan, he takes it quickly. Now is this the chance for the home team? Is this the chance? Tanuja Dilshan almost loses the ball forward. Yes, Charit Silva.
Get back, get back.
Nirosh Pereira. Nirosh Pereira. It's Tanuja again. Tanuja gives it out to Dilhar. Dilhar tries to sell a little dummy. Is that the right move? Luckily, skipper Jan to Dilshan. He was there, but Sri Lions, they have managed to get that penalty in their favour. CH&FC, they'll fall short by 4 points. And Kevin Dixon, he kicks it out, and that will be the end. Sri Lions, they have managed to register their first win in the top division. What a win for Sri Lions, from winning that B division last year, coming into the top division this year, losing against the defending champions and Kandy Sports Club and then Nami Sports Club. And here in this fourth fixture, Sri Lions, they get the job done by 4 points.
Yeah, you can see the delight on all the faces of the Sri Lions players, but you'd have to say it was much as relief as it is happiness, Laksisi. In those last few moments, they definitely made it very hard for themselves by conceding so many unforced errors and conceding penalties, but eventually just managing to hold on to record their first win in A Division Rugby. And it's a momentous occasion, you'd have to say, for the club. Let's hope for the sake of Sri Lankan Rugby and Sri Lions in particular that they go on from strength to strength. It was a pretty tough first 3 weeks for them, but they showed signs that they seem to be getting their act together in today's encounter and eventually managing to get a win against a pretty, you'd have to say, lackluster CH outfit today, isn't it, Laksisi? Just did not show the same intensity they did against Kandy last week. Just wonder whether last week's encounter took a lot out of them.
And Abdullah, we need to decide on our Papare player of the match as well. A lot of key performances throughout the game. We had Ganindu Lakshan from Sri Lions doing some great work. And Nisran Mohammed, as always, was magnificent. Shehan Dias played a huge part. And this is the full-time score confirmation, 25 to Sri Lions, 21 to CH&FC. So I'll let you decide. The final call is yours.
Yes, I think you'd have to look at someone from that Sri Lions 8, isn't it? Because I thought they were outstanding. Dushmanta, Priyadarshana, Prasad Madhusanka brought in all their experience at key moments. Shehan Dias and Nizran Mohammed were once again outstanding in the loose. But for me, I thought Ganindu Lakshan today at line-out time was really impressive. He made a couple of crucial defensive tackles also when CH&FC had managed to get behind that first line of defense. And I thought that for his overall game, both in loose as well as set piece, and most importantly defensively, Ganindu Lakshan is my man of the match for today's encounter.
So these are the highlights from this historical encounter, we can say, for Sri Lions. The first try just was scored by CH&FC in that first half by Randu Anjula, and this try in that second half, the first one, to create that little space for Sri Lions by Shandimal, making sure he recovered the lost ball. And then Kevin Dixon, his kicking game also level up as the game went on today. And then CH&FC finding some momentum again with that try. Nirosh Pereira scoring the try for his team. And then this one, Isran Mohammed almost going all the way. And then Shehan Dias finishing the job. The try that really made the difference here in this encounter. And Kevin Dixon again. His conversions, his kicking improved as the game went on. And this one by Shamud Kilan actually gave CH&FC some hope. It managed to put them in touching distance to Sri Lions. It was 25-14, but because of this try, it became 25-21 after the conversion. But they just didn't have enough time remaining. It was a race against time for them, and ultimately they were unable to get over the line as Sri Lions registered their first ever win in A Division club rugby here in Sri Lanka. These are the key stats. CH&FC 3 tries, 3 conversions, but Sri Lions 3 tries, 2 conversions and 2 penalties. Those 2 penalties making the difference, and the Papare player of the match is Ganindu Lakshan for Sri Lions. What a game he had. Although he was unable to stay there at the end, he contributed heavily until the 75th minute in this encounter. And the Week 5 fixtures, the action continues to get thrilling in the Mastercard A Division Interclub Rugby League. We have Police Sports Club taking on Navy at Valisar on Friday, and again on Friday we have CH&FC taking on Army Sports Club. That will take place here at Racecourse, and then Sri Lions, they will take on Havelock, who are playing against Kandy at the moment in a very close game, and then Air Force will face the defending champion CH&FC. So 2 games on Friday and 2 games on Saturday coming your way on Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV. So thank you very much everyone for joining with us for this Week 4 clash of the Mastercard Interclub A Division Rugby League 2024 and 2025. Sri Lions winning supreme over CH&FC, the home team, to register that first ever win, a special moment for them. And thank you very much for joining with us throughout this encounter. We invite all of you to stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare TV. I'm Laksidi Sila signing off alongside Abdullah Yosef and the rest of the Papare technical and production crew. Have a very good night.
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Kamuda machan, prima kottumi, fantamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දෙවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි Airtel සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Prima kottumi, fantamai. ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Kamuda macang, prima kotumi fantamai.
ළඟින්ම ඉන්න friendship බොමයි ඒ friendship එක තව සුබ වෙන්නයි
හිතේ ආදරේ update වෙන්නයි ඒ ආදර දිවියම සුබ වෙන්නයි මේ හැම වෙලාවෙම perfect වෙන්නයි ඒ හැම අයටම සුබ දේ වෙන්නයි ලංකාව පුරා සතුට connect වේ හැම සම්බන්ධයක සුබ එක් වෙන්නයි
ආවරණයෙන් නොදෙවෙනි එයාටෙල් සුබ සම්බන්ධයක්
Prima kotumi fantamai
First and exclusive.
What do they want from us? We are their plaything. I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here. Maybe if I had your heart, you would love me the way he loves you. Hi, Mason. I'm your negotiator.
I'm happy it's you. You just have to keep one step ahead of her. Two objects cannot occupy the same point in space at the same moment in time. If you get into one of my cars, you get in the wing.
First and exclusive. All new on Saturdays.
Matang ya muda matang, 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 matang ya muda matang. Kamuda matang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි
Australia versus India, the toughest rivalry. Only on Star Sports Network.
Kamuda matang, prima kotumi fantamai.
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima kotumi fantamai
It's time for a showdown with white and red in a scorching summer series where only the fearless dare to tread.
Tony DeSorzi, stop that! You cannot do that!
The powerful Proteas lining up in all their might, challenging Pakistan in a 3-division fight. Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Prima kotumi oh my my sanat pela manadam my full life and I'm happening we are just trending very go hot and spicy recipe Prima kotumi fantamai
Catch the Proteas versus Pakistan across all 3 formats with 3 T20s, 3 ODIs and a 2-match test series this holiday season.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි
Kamuda matang, prima kotumi fantamai.
Hot and spicy fun vibe එක විවර කරන්න beat එක remake කරන්නට වෙන්න හදවත බාවලා යන්න ගින්නර fashion කරන්න fun තුරන්න කොතුමි කික්කි කොල්ලන්න Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි